Rev, this morning you've condemned the violence and the looting and the rioting that you saw last night, and that's important because your voice carries a lot of weight, obviously, at moments like this. I think part of it, too, is from people I talked to yesterday, and we're talking about their pain, and they worry that the focus on this rioting last night takes away from the real pain that so many people in our country felt watching the George Floyd video, saying, that's me under that officer's knee. That's my son. That's my dad under that officer's knee. Can you speak to the collective pain that was captured in that video, Rev?
The pain is the real issue that I think we are seeing there. And that's why I wanted Eric Garner's mother to go with me, because she has suffered that pain. And she, when she spoke with the family by phone with me, can identify with them. The feeling that you trust law enforcement and they were the ones to kill your son, your brother, and nothing is done about it. There's where do you go when you feel the cops and the robbers are against you? And I think that is the pain that we've been trying to expose for a long time, that you're seeing explode with this violence. Of course, you know, Martin Luther King used to say riots is the language of the unheard. We understand the anger, but we're trying to say the anger should not be exploited in a wrong way. But at the same time, let's remember the violence started when that man put his knee on the throat of George Floyd and killed him. That's where the violence started. And let's not get away from what started this and the pain that is caused, and redirect how we heal that pain by doing justice and fairness. But I don't think anyone can explain how the Floyds feel this morning, or the Gardners, or the Sean Bells, and I can go on and on and on. One of the things we've always tried to do with National Action Network is work with the families, because long when the TV trucks are gone and the media is gone, they've got to live with the pain of knowing who they pay taxes to protect them took their loved one, and in most cases, nobody did anything about it. We need to stop that with the Floyd case.
We certainly do, and as you said, Rev, the Floyd family is interested in one thing, and that is justice. They want justice for their family member, their loved one who was killed for a possible counterfeit, for counterfeiting. Who was strangled to death on the ground, begging for his life, gasping for air, saying he couldn't breathe, saying that he couldn't that he couldn't move, calling out for his dead mother, and yet that police officer, who, by the way, has been cited numerous times before, that police officer stayed there, and three others continued just watching him kill that man. And if you want justice for Mr. Floyd, there is a way to do that, and it is by pressuring the county prosecutor. It is also to protest peacefully in the streets of Minneapolis and come together as a community, because there are people of goodwill on both sides of the political aisle, that recognize this for what it is, the murder of George Floyd. Protest, do it in peace, and justice will be served.
We're going to have much more on Minneapolis throughout the morning, plus the general election scenario that Democrats are dreading. A former top advisor to President Obama explains that. Morning Joe's back in a moment.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.